So many companies are dealing with staffing shortages right now. Some workers have left their jobs because of those vaccine mandates.
And now we are starting to see a trend where companies are advertising on job postings, no vaccine required. And it is happening right here in the Valley. Brianna Whitney is here now with why some Arizona businesses are using this for recruiting. Brianna.
Well, it really is to attract and capitalize off workers leaving companies who require the vaccine. Interestingly enough, one of the business owners I talked to tells me he believes in the vaccines, but he needed to try something new because he just doesn't have enough workers.
It's a new trend. Companies advertising for open jobs and right at the top writing no vaccine required.
It was out of desperation.
Samir Trehan is the owner of Delta Shipping, a trucking company in 45 of the 50 states, with job openings in Phoenix. Samir says he believes in the science behind the vaccine and is vaccinated, but he says many of his truckers and those in the industry are not. And right now, they're barely staying afloat.
I've got trucks sitting around in different parts of the country, vacant, idle. For lack of drivers. So it's a pretty desperate scenario that we are in. Maybe I can just stand out in the ads and just mention right in the heading itself that we do not need any vaccines.
For other Valley businesses, the motivation is different.
We know that people are quitting their jobs and they're going to need work. So we want them to know that we can give them the work. We can help them out.
Leslie NEWMANN is co-owner of FIRSTLIGHT Home Care of Goodyear, and her daughter Kylie is the office manager. With their no vaccine required listing, they're targeting healthcare workers or caregivers who have quit their jobs due to vaccine mandates.
Since advertising that we do not require the vaccination, we've seen an influx in applicants. It's been insane. We have probably for every 3 or 4 caregivers, 1 is vaccinated.
They tell me if a client requests a vaccinated caregiver, they will make that happen, but they want their workers to have the option.
As a non-medical home care business, we are not required to require our caregivers to be vaccinated.
As for Samir, he is pleading to truck drivers looking for work.
If there is any trucker that's watching, please apply.
You hear that plea right there. Samir also says part of what's playing into his situation right now is how much it costs to pay his employees hourly. He says it's gone up about 40% alone since April. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.